This may be one of the most divisive paranormal captures, arguably in the history of YouTube, right? Because you're probably wondering, well, why? The answer is because it's coming from what is believed to be a very reputable source in the Ouija brothers, but it has been heavily speculated by many debunkers and paranormal enthusiasts alike. So, the Ouija brothers did a live stream at 30 East Drive, and the live stream in question is 30 East Drive Night 2, the Ouija brothers. I am more than certain that you've probably seen the clip already, right? But just in case you haven't, at 1 hour, 24 minutes and around 38 seconds, right, this paranormal occurrence actually took place. Okay, so obviously from completely standing, the pushchair makes its way down the stairs on its own. Like I said, this is coming from the Ouija brothers YouTube channel, right? So they are deemed to be one of the realest paranormal investigating groups out there. So for them to capture something at 30 East Drive when many others have gone and have failed to capture anything, it is phenomenal, right? Many people are like, oh my god, this is real, oh my god, all the rest of it. And it's fantastic. And it looks really good. So, as you can imagine, every Tom, Dick, Harry, and their motherfucking cat got involved with this. Every single debunker made a YouTube channel about it. Number one, Dan from World of Mr. Grey made a video. Can I believe ghosts now? The Ouija brother pram incident, 30 East Drive, most haunted. Next, we've got Beardo. Is this poltergeist activity captured at 30 East Drive featuring the Ouija brothers? Then you've got Mythos. Did the Ouija brothers capture real poltergeist activity? Then you've got Kenny Biddle. Quick and raw review, Ouija pram footage. And then we've, we'll get into that one in just a moment, right? Every debunker was on this and they were all like, my lord, I don't know how this is faked. They speculated about the possibility of, like, not faking it, but, the legitimacy of this, whether this is paranormal and all the rest of it. And then, apparently, some kind of video came out with regards to someone. Now, I can't find the video referenced by Beardo, right? But, I'm not saying it never happened. All I'm saying is that I couldn't find the channel. But he said, did the Ouija brothers get caught faking? And within the description of the video, so let's answer the question, did the Ouija brothers fake the pram coming down the stairs? Because according to some, it was pushed by them, or pulled by them, sorry. Will I be forced to eat my words in my support of the Ouija brothers? So, he's stating, looking back over it and seeing about some tension potentially on the line of the video. Now, we'll play the start of Beardo's video for, transparency's sake, so you can kind of get an idea of what was kind of mentioned and as to why, it was brought into question by people. And we're going to take a little look ski just here. So let's have a little look at what Mr. Beardo's got to say.
I have to call that out. This could damage the friendship. They'll be more pissed than the guy I made this t-shirt about. Yeah, I went there. So Wisdom is saying that this cord is pulled. Now,
like I said, I don't know who this Wisdom is. I've tried searching it on YouTube, couldn't find it. Maybe it's on Facebook, maybe it's a commenter, I don't know.
This cord is a LED tripwire. They're overly expensive EMF detectors. I was interested when they first came out, seen them in action, I'm like, nah, not for me. So you've got a long run of cords and then these blocks. I think they're around every meter, maybe less, I don't know. And they flash if EMF goes off. So if a ghosty walks down the stairs, these will flash individually to show the movement. I've never seen them do anything like that. So Wisdom is saying that this cord is pulled in order to set this pram in motion. So obviously, I'm 2 minutes into his video, because the beginning of his video, he's shown his editing software, which is absolutely fine, but there's like this corner of the screen is what he's using, and then obviously he goes full screen here. He says that the cord is pulled, and you can see it on, is it this light and this light, or this light and this light? Either way, so what we're looking for is somebody at the bottom of the stairs has pulled this cord to set this pram in motion. So let's start clicking forward and see what happens, because if somebody has pulled this cord, they're at the bottom of the stairs and they have pulled from the cord that is off camera, meaning the tightest pull of the cord will be this area. Anything above that, I don't know, but it it's going to have to pull before that pram goes into movement, into motion. I hope he's wrong. I really hope he's wrong. So let's go frame by frame. Okay, so pram here is stationary. I'm going back frames. So the pram here is stationary. I've gone back a number of frames before any movement. And then we've got this cord sagging there. And then it's kind of tight and then it's kind of sagging, but we can see that. So, in order for this cord to be pulled, for this to come down the stairs by somebody, for shenanigans, somebody's at the bottom of the stairs off camera and they've pulled this at the bottom. Which would mean that this area will pull tight first, and then the whole cord will go rigid all the way up to pull this down. So this has to move before that pram moves. Let's check that out. So I'm watching the cord because he said that I'm biased and I've missed the cord. I've been watching the pram. Fair? Fair comment. Right, the pram's moving there. See the pram moving? Where is the movement on the cord, Wisdom? You've called the Ouija brothers fake. Or you think they're fake. Because this cord pulls and pulls this pram. The cord will be pulled from the bottom. Why? When this pram moves in this frame, is there no movement in this cable whatsoever? This should be pulling tight.
Okay, so obviously that's the point there. I didn't realise that up in the top there was actually the guy's channel. So I'm just going to pull that up 1 second. Wisdom Ouija brothers. Right, here we go. So if we pull this up. No, I still can't see it. I can't even see the channel that made it. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. I literally can't find that channel. Maybe if you could leave a link to it down in the comments, that would be great. I would love to kind of, you know, for the sake of transparency, just kind of have that video included. But obviously the Ouija brothers have seen a lot of this and they've kind of, you know, made it a bit of a joke. So we've been busted. Here's the raw footage of us staging. Then it's a funny little gif of someone tipping a pram over and running away. Obviously, very, very jovial. Gotta love it. Complete respect to them. But then a video drops by The Shape, right? And obviously he's another paranormal debunking YouTube channel. And very interestingly, he makes some very astute observations with regards to this and kind of adds his 10 pence worth in with regards to it. And obviously it's towards the end of the video where he kind of mentions this part, but let's take a little look and see what's being said.
And that's not real close. Now this is after the paranormal event on night 2. You zoom in, you can't even see the tires. Now, let's look at the paranormal event. The staged clip, possible staged clip. You can see the tires fully. It is right on the edge. The only time the paranormal happened, just so happened to be when the stroller was placed precariously on the edge. Haphazardly, whatever you want to call it. And you can clearly see it. See, that right there shows you in video footage that the only time the paranormal event happened is when the stroller was put all the way at the edge. Now, that brings in the word staged. Now, stage can mean many things, right? Stage like, no, I don't think they took a string and tied it to it and pulled it down the steps. No, not at all. But when you put something in a haphazard position, knowing that more than likely it's going to fall. And that's the only clip that looks different than the others. It does make you think they knew that would happen. And in my opinion, I think they might have knew. So, I guess the question would be, did they put it there knowing that it was going to fail and it was going to go down the steps? Or did they put it there thinking that's a good spot to prove the paranormal? I can't read their mind. So
obviously it's a very interesting point that's been made. All right, now I genuinely am more curious than probably most, considering I've created this kind of stuff. I can't imagine that people like the Ouija brothers would stage this incident and put their reputation on the line, especially after everything that's already gone on this year so far for them, with, you know, the house that they went into, that they allegedly broke into, you know, and filmed the remains of a person and all the rest of it, and then also having their channel taken down after crypto scammers took it and stuff like this, right? I can't imagine they're going to risk everything on their comeback over this. But obviously some very good points are made throughout from different debunkers about different things. It's really hard to know where to sit with this. What do you guys think, though? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Do you think that this is a genuine paranormal encounter and experience? Do you think that they knowingly put this in its place, like the shape suggests? Or do you think that, you know, that it's just coincidence? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you down there? Jump, scare the hell out of that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.